Welcome back into our Week 5 preview as we welcome senior linebacker Zac Kramer to preview the Wildcats' Saturday matchup against William Woods. Zac, guys got a big win on the road on Saturday up at Missouri Valley. Just talk about how big that was for the team to kind of get the monkey off their back, get a big win up in Marshall.
Yeah, I think it was important for us to beat Missouri Valley that game. Looking back at the history of Baker, Missouri Valley, I think the record was 23-3, and I don't know if we've ever been in like the lead of that, but just to kind of be the team to flip history with Missouri Valley and go 24-23 was something that's kind of big for me considering we played them for the last 4 years. But just in terms of actually the play on the field, I feel like causing 2 turnovers was big because we haven't got a turnover, and if you watched the game, we had a couple chances for sacks, and it was kind of the plague of the game was we just couldn't get a sack. And then Zachary Schneider finally got that first sack of the year, so hopefully that was a big relief off everyone's chest as well. Just being able to actually win a game, I mean, that's big. That takes a huge relief off of your back because losing is not what we do around here. And so just being able to win kind of lifts that and hopefully kickstarts us into a good rest of the year.
Yeah, just you guys on the defensive side of the ball. I know, again, kind of a rough start there, not characteristic of you guys. But able to get some momentum there at Grandview, and then again in Marshall, able to do enough to get the win. Just what have you seen from the defense? Just the steps they're taking here to kind of continue to get a little more successful here as the weeks go on.
So it's no secret that we have a bunch of new people, and you can definitely tell that we have a bunch of new people on the defense. But I would say that if they weren't trying their best and they weren't doing everything they could, I would tell you that we weren't trying to do our best. But we're sitting there, we're going to meetings, we're doing all the drills right, we're taking our scout team really serious. So I think that we're going to get there, and I think we're there. I think if we just got to tackle better. Coach Pauly has us getting to the right places. I mean, we're there making the plays. We just aren't getting them to the ground, and I think that's what's important.
Yeah, no, and it's been, as you kind of mentioned there, trying not to use that Y word with this defense anymore, but replacing 8 to 9 starters from last year. What do you do as one of those returning starters, one of those returning vocal leaders? What are you saying to the team in practices and stuff as one of the leaders to help out this squad that has some new faces to it?
Yeah, I think it's important to show them how to work hard and what Baker University practice is actually like. I think that because I'm a big tradition guy, so I'm doing the same things that Mitch and all those linebackers before us did in practice, just so hopefully someone carries on that tradition. Like I still wear the same gloves, we still do the same drills, and I think that that's pretty important for us. And what was the question?
Just like what's been your message? What's been message to this young defense, this new face defense on getting through some of these early setbacks, but now kind of hopefully getting right back on track.
Yeah, I think as a young football team, you're kind of immature, and you can definitely tell that. It doesn't help that I'm as well kind of immature around them because I like to laugh and I like to make everyone laugh, and I kind of think that's one of the ways that I lead is through being able to bring a group of gentlemen together and not necessarily tearing them down, but doing it in a way that is also funny, but kind of like a glue guy.
Yeah.
So.
No, and you had mentioned some of your leadership just journey there on seeing guys like a Mitch Henry, I know Cannon Carn from previous year, both guys who were All-American linebackers here. You yourself getting an All-American award last year. What has that been like for you personally, not only to be a part of this legacy of this kind of linebacker this great marquee defense from Baker. What is it like to not only be a part of that, but adding to the legacy of the history here?
Yeah, I think it was really big for me considering, I grew up with Mitch and just seeing him go through that route and get all the awards and accolades, I think it was really cool to see, and that's kind of what kickstarted my journey here. But we'd be fools to look at the last 3 All-American linebackers and not say Pauly was the reason for it, because without Pauly, I definitely wouldn't be in the position I am today, and I bet Karn and Mitchell would say the same. Pauly kind of took a stab at me. I was 195 pounds playing as a sophomore, and I worked hard, and Coach Pauly gave me the shot, and that's kind of why I am here today. So.
Yeah, no, it's been great to see your journey, and excited to see the rest of it here with your senior year. Let's flip over to kind of to some personal side of things. It's our third week in a row of having your roommate circle. We had Seth Simpson on, the kicker, previously. Last week we had on Truman. Just talk about, we've heard from their side, what's just kind of your assessment of your roommate relationship there with the three other guys, Reese Holiday in there as well. What's your takeaway of the roommate life?
I mean, I love my roommates. They'll all be in my wedding one day, that's for sure. Me, I'm the jokester. I mean, that's just what I do. Truman will do the dishes every once in a while, but I'm not going to touch too much on Truman. He's kind of already got quite a bit of flank. But Reese, he definitely likes to cook. He's a really dang good cook. But what it is about our room is it's not just our four roommates. I mean, for the last 2 years, we've had Austin Coash, William Welch, Cannon Karn, all those guys, Thad Metcalf. We've always been like 2 rooms into 1 room. And since those guys left, we have these new sophomores and freshmen that come in, and they bring in a whole new element. So it's just been cool to see that kind of dynamic about how we have switched to different people.
Yeah, cool seeing that cycle go through then. We kind of had to retire specifically this question this past couple of years because the answer's always been you. But now we'll ask you some of these questions on who's the funniest player on the team. Again, it's kind of usually been you. So who do you think is the funniest player?
Who is the funniest person on the team? I'm going to have to go the Porter twins. I can't give you one. They're both very funny.
Yeah.
They make me laugh. We have our own handshakes. I don't know if they're necessarily funny, but they laugh at my jokes, which makes them funny. So
Yeah.
That's good. That's what I would probably say.
Yeah, now they could be in the running for this too. Who's the most athletic on the team then?
Most athletic football player that we have on the team, I'm going to go Seth Simpson. Seth Simpson, he has done what he's done for 4 years, about to break a record. It's truly remarkable about what he's done. And if you saw him play baseball, it's not very good. If you saw him play basketball, it's not very good, but he can kick the ball.
He can kick field goals. He's 2 away from tying the record, 2 away from tying the all-time record. Continuing on here, Zach, tell us about some academic side of things. What's your major, and then maybe what's your plans for after graduation?
So I'm a human biology major with a minor in chemistry. I plan on going to medical school, wherever that life takes me. The problem with going to medical school is the MCAT is a pretty hard test to pass.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that takes me, and if I pass, I'll get into medical school. If I don't do well on that, then I'll kind of shift my gears into my family company, which is J6 Enterprises, and go back and work there.
Yeah, no, smart room there with you and Seth. I know a strong student as well, and Seth Simpson. What's been I always like to ask this, and again, senior yourself, you'll have a great perspective. But what does it mean to you to be a Baker Wildcat?
So, to be a Baker Wildcat, I'd have to give you one word, but it's an acronym. It's grit, and that's greatness requires individual toughness. So to be a Baker Wildcat, I'd say you'd have to be really gritty, and you'd have to have fun. Like, you have to like to have fun. And I think that's what's important about a football team is you like to have fun. Coming from Nemaha Central, me and all my friends, we'd go to games and we would have a good time after the games. And I think that to be a Baker Wildcat, you have to be able to balance football and life outside football.
Yeah, I think you do exactly a great job of doing that, grittiness, and also liking to have fun. Excited to see that grittiness on Saturday. Good luck on Saturday against the Owls. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to tune in on Saturday at 1 p.m. as the Wildcats take on William Woods in Liston Stadium.